Hello everyone, I am Himasati Sharma and today we are going to discuss the chapter Friction for class 8th. So first of all, what is friction? So in our last chapter, which was force and pressure, we have studied that friction is a kind of force. And what kind of force is friction? Friction is a contact force. When does friction come to play? Whenever there are two surfaces in contact and these surfaces have relative motion. Okay, that means there may be a case where the upper surface is moving and the lower surface is stationary. And when such thing happens, the lower surface exert a force on the upper surface which is in the direction or opposite of the direction of the motion. So we know from our previous chapter that force of friction is a kind of contact force and it comes into play whenever two surfaces are in contact and there is a relative motion between these two surfaces, and the force which is exerted by the lower surface is called frictional force, and that force is in the direction of the frictional force is always opposite to the direction of motion. So definition of friction says that the opposing force which acts in the opposite direction of the movement of the upper body is called friction force or simply friction. So here you can say there are two objects, upper object and lower object, and the surfaces are in contact with each other. Now if a pushing force is applied from this direction, the body will start moving in this direction. So now here they are in contact, two surfaces are in contact, one is moving. That means the criteria which is eligible for friction to come into play are there. So now what will happen, the lower surface will exert a force which is in opposite direction, and this force is hence called frictional force. So we know by the definition and from our previous learning is that friction is the force which resists, that means which try to stop the relative motion of surfaces. All type of surface may be solid, liquid and air offer the force of friction. For example, if you are moving a trunk or if you are moving a box, so now the two surfaces are solid, that means box is solid and floor is solid. So these are the solid surfaces and friction is coming into play. Or if you are walking, so you are solid and the ground is also solid. So what is happening, a friction is the force of friction is coming into play. That means force of friction can be exerted in solid. Now if you start swimming, so where you are solid and liquid is water, so the water or which is the liquid in this case will exert an opposite force on your body in the direction in which your body is moving. So now liquids can also exert force of friction, and whenever you are riding a bicycle and the air is coming from the opposite direction, you will feel a force of friction. That means air is stopping you or air is opposing your motion. That means air can also exert the force of friction. Now friction force always apply in the opposite direction of movement, this we have studied, and friction is applied whenever there are two surfaces and they are in contact and they move relative to each other. So here in this picture also we have seen, we can see that this man is trying to push this almirah. Now the pushing force is in this direction, hence the motion is also in the same direction, but the surface is applying a force which is in the opposite direction of the motion, hence this force is frictional force. So here you can see all the criteria have been met. There are two surfaces, they are in contact with each other and one surface is moving, therefore the lower surface is applying a force which is in the opposite direction of the movement of the body. So here you can say that the pushing force and the frictional force are in the opposite direction. Pushing force is in this direction and friction is in the opposite direction. Examples of friction we see in our daily life is the friction between the tires of a car and the road. So whenever a vehicle is moving on the road, there is a friction between the tires of a car, which is the point of contact, and the road. Friction is there between the bottom of our sneakers or our shoes or our slippers and the ground, because they are the point of contacts. A moving wheel on the ground stops after covering a certain distance. For example, we can take the example of the moving ball. So if a moving wheel on the ground stops after covering a certain distance, even if no external force is applied. So in this case, what is the external force which is applied by the ground, and which is frictional force, and that force is opposite to the direction of motion. That is why it stops. So here, this is the wheel, and if we push the wheel will roll forward and will move in this direction, and the ground will exert a force on this wheel in the opposite direction. If you try to gently push a book on the table, it stops after moving some distance. Why? Because the force of friction is exerted by the table on the book. So here you can see this is the original position of the book, and when you push the book, it will move and then it will stop. Why is it so? It will stop because the table is exerting the force of friction on the book. Whenever you are riding a vehicle, may it be cycle or may it be a four-wheeler, to stop the vehicle you apply brakes. So how does this application of brake stop the movement of the vehicle? Because when you apply the brake, the surface of the brake comes in contact with the surface of the wheel and it offers friction, and because of this, the bicycle or the vehicle stops. So in our next lecture, we will be studying about the causes of friction. Thank you.